Today, and be needing to wear a pair of these waders and boots. You'll see why in just a couple seconds. Alright, so it's my first time ever doing anything like this. So last year I started noticing some posts online of people catching white bass inside of Houston. No idea what they were, and no idea where to even catch those. And I did a lot of research, and it was a little too late last year for me to really get into it and start fishing for them. But this year I made the conscious effort to make sure that I do manage to come out and fish Cypress Creek and see if I can catch my first batch of white bass. This is hopefully just my first trip of maybe 2 or 3 others I'll make this season. But this first one, I wanted to just come out here, kind of scope things out and do some wade fishing. See what the whole territory out here looks like before I bring a kayak. So let's get into it. Let's see if anything happens. Yeah, good luck to me. Alright, so I brought with me a couple of different things, but I'm going to start off by using this Mr. Twister chartreuse orange grub on an 1/8 ounce jig head. I read that this is a pretty decent bait to use. Let's see if anything happens. I also understand that you're looking for bait. Find the bait, find the fish. To start, I try fishing the north side of the bridge, working my way up to a sand boil. And we get a creek mouth over here. Do a couple casts over into this. After no bites, I make my way back and begin heading south, where I quickly realized the bottom along this stretch of the creek was inconsistent. Oh, I see some bait activity. Yep. Guys, I'm seeing some bait activity up this way. Quite a bit of bait activity, actually. Might I finally get my first white bass? Whew. Whew. Man, this mud is very thick. I'm kind of losing a little faith in this bait now. So, highlight, we're going to put this guy on. It's a XPS little Rattle crankbait. See how that does. Ooh, dropping hard. Pretty deep hole right there. The struggle to maintain footing was abundant. There. Got some footing now. Okay. This might be the end of my journey right here. I don't know if I can go any further than this. In this particular section, the drop-off was slick, and the only way I could make any progress was to use this stick to help prop me up. It's solid ground again. Alright, so an hour later, nothing else has happened. I think I'm just gonna go over to this bend here, where that structure is out there. I'm gonna go there, scope it out. If I don't really see anything promising, I'm just gonna move on, y'all. See footprints. Someone else doing what I'm doing. Good, now I don't feel like I'm crazy. I'll tell you what, these boots just can't get a good grip. There. Shit. I'm gonna try this bowl area here. Oh, we're on. Oh, yes. Look, I'm just happy that I even got a hit. I'm just happy that I even had something. Oh my God. After that quick moment of excitement, I head down a little further to find these two gentlemen catching a few white bass of their own, albeit a little small. They soon departed, which provided me the opportunity to move in. We're on. Finally. Oh, my first ever white bass. First one I've ever caught. Sweet. No skunk after all. It finally happened. I'm very happy about it. Let's get him back in. There you go, buddy. Looks like the crankbait is the one doing it at the moment. We're on. Oh, it's a little bit better. Don't think it's quite 10 inches though. Alright. We're only an inch away. But we're getting slightly bigger. Alright, let's walk this guy back. Get bigger. Right under me. Ooh! Oh, that's a little bit bigger. That guy's a little bit bigger. He might work. Alright, he's right on the money, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and string our first white bass. That is very exciting for me. And there we go. Number one. There we go. Super slow. Yeah. And it seems to be the case all up and down here right now. Yeah, there's some bites. I'm catching a few small ones, but yeah, the action's not very hot right now. Well, there we go. Small buddy. Light's starting to turn on, I think. Ooh. Tiny bit bigger. Maybe. Another one right at 10 inches. Small. Looking small. Too small. After 4 hours, the catch being inconsistent and clock in for work nearing, I pack it up and go home with only 3 white bass to eat. It's always nice going out and trying something new for the first time, and this was no different. I would, however, not recommend wading the creek itself unless you are prepared for thick mud and a slick embankment. There are also some random holes hidden beneath the murky waters which are especially dangerous for those in waders. But nevertheless, this trip was fun, and I hope to get at least one more outing to Cypress Creek before the end of the white bass run. Maybe even with the kayak. As always, thank you for watching, everyone, and tight lines.